I just got back home from Texas at around 5 o'clock, so I've unpacked and I want to show you what I was doing. So I was studying in Texas and on the car ride back. So I was taking notes and I have some flashcards. I'm going to share some study tips as I study. I will also be showing you how I study for my Japanese, since I did not bring that with me by complete accident. I first want to start with the booklet that I made. So this is for my city drill competition. So practically on the front it says study for a drill, for city drill meet, and the checklist. So it says knowledge, movements, bearing, and sounding off. So the movements refers to the way I'm marching. Knowledge is the information that is in the flashcards. Bearing, we just went over that. Practically just a really serious face, no smiling, no looking around. And sounding off means just projecting my voice kind of, but not screaming. So drill sergeant, but like less drill sergeant kind of. So when you open it, I have a part for the flashcards. It says flashcards, 2 different colors, which I'll explain this in a second, and a pocket that holds all 30 of my flashcards, which I'm going to take out right now. This part just tracks my progress and then what I think I need to work on the most. So the red means at the time I did not know it. I do know all 30 of these. And the blue means I mostly know it. I just need to get confident with it mainly. So I just finished studying. I did 1 round of these, and then 1 on camera, and then 1 round off camera. So I do know all 30 of them. Although I do think I need to practice getting more confident and not like hesitating, but I do know the answers. So I'm going to show you how I log that. So I will go into the book. So I've already filled out 1 page, so it's a new page. And I will put down the date, which today is December 29th, and then I'll say start. So 12, 29, 25, and then put start. Now I typically write in cursive, but for this I'm writing in print, so if anyone gets a hold of this, then they're actually able to read what's in it. So out of 30 questions, I knew all of them, but I need to work on the confidence on some. So I speak when I write, so that I know what I'm saying. And it also helps, like, if, for me at least, it gives a slight reminder, like, oh hey, there were some I struggled with, let's go over those again. So until like I finish studying, I will not touch this unless I need to add to it for whatever odd reason that may be. But for now, we're going to put these up, and I'm going to move on to the next tip, which is writing. So when I do study vocabulary and terms or whatnot, or information that I need to know, for example, for a drill meet or just for uniform inspection in general. So I just started this, and this one's going to be for the drill meet for now, and we'll also go on to others. But so what I do, first thing I say is what I struggle with. So if I know I'm struggling with a couple things, then I know. So just yesterday, when I was studying, I said I was struggling with defining leadership, the Good Samaritan law, and the benefits of exercise, because I do have to know them verbatim and in order. So I may know what it is, but I may not know it in order. Now for leadership, I was forgetting the last part of it. The Good Samaritan law, I was able to like summarize, but not get verbatim. And for benefits of exercise, I was hesitating a lot and actually flipped over the card to see the answers before I even finished. So then what I proceeded to do was write down leadership and then the entire definition. Same thing goes with the Good Samaritan law and the benefits of exercise, because for me, writing has been able to help me memorize, or at least know for the most part, and then I'm able to get the information quicker because then I have written it down. Now, I can offer a small tip, like if you're studying for like spelling, ASL is a great way, because I remember I struggled so much with spelling, and I still do, but when it was like really important, when I'd have spelling tests or whatnot, I learned the alphabet, and I'm going to learn more of ASL, but I would learn how to spell, so spell, and then when I learned a word, I would first say it. So let's pick the word law, L-A-W. Then I would do it in cursive on the table, L-A-W, and then in cursive, L-A-W. So that also helped. So sometimes I will even do that with definitions. I will say the question and then sign the answer as I speak slowly, because then I know the hand movements is like helping me somehow. I don't understand the logic behind that. So if you do, you can drop that in the comments. So today I'm not going to practice sounding off or my movements because I have those pretty down. Bearing, I also don't need to practice, but the way I practice bearing is I put on like a try not to laugh video or like really funny videos, and then I record myself watching the video and seeing if like any smile, looking around, because then I know like if the drill sergeant or something or somebody's trying to break my bearing and I'm looking around, then my bearing's broken. But if they're doing something funny and I look away, then it's more than likely I was going to laugh at it. So then I am able to pinpoint where I need to improve on, but I also have that down pretty well. Sounding off I do need to work on, but I need to work on that outside and it's really cold. So I just know I need to project my voice and use my diaphragm to help sound not like a woman and sound more like a man. Okay, so I just grabbed my Japanese notebook, which is this. So this is Nihongo on it, which is just Japanese. Nihonji is Japanese, like hiragana way. So like this is practically the language in katakana, which I have not learned. I'm only level 1, so I'm learning hiragana and katakana, which I have down, but I need to practice on it. But since it's been a while, I'm worried I don't know it all, so I'm going to grab a piece of notebook paper from my notebook, write what I remember, look what I'm missing, and then go back and make those corrections and focus on the ones I don't know. So for the last part of my studying, I started looking at my katakana and then realized that's wrong. So I kind of stopped. So I've forgotten most of my katakana, which is not good, but I do know which ones I definitely need to work on. So from the ones I looked at, I do not know these 3 and below, which is ta, na, ha, ma, the Y's, the R's, the W, and then I know in, so, and then there's in. So I definitely need to know which ones I need to work on for katakana. For hiragana, I got all of those correct, so I definitely have that down. So katakana is my practice. So what I do there is I just write it over and over again until it's glued in my head. I can show you a practice sheet what I did for hiragana, because I will not be doing a katakana one until tomorrow, because I need to review all the stroke orders, which will take a little bit. And so I sadly just realized I did not save any, but practically I'll give you a visual. So think like this, but everything is going up and down and there's no pause, and the entire sheet is both front and back. So that is what it will look like. Also, another thing that I do to help me study is I use the Pomodoro method. So typically I study for about an hour and then take about a 5-minute break, which seems excessive, but I feel like the longer I study, the better results, and typically that is the case. Another thing is, I do know when I do the Pomodoro method, I make sure my room and space that I'm working in is entirely clean. Otherwise, I don't feel motivated to study, or even if I am motivated to study, just a dirty space affects my studying, and I don't do too well on whatever it is. I also study every single night for at least 2 hours, depending on what it is. Sometimes I only need to study for about an hour, but for exams, I increase my study time past 2 hours, and that's just for me. You don't need to, so don't feel obligated to. Another thing I will do, like if I get tired, is I splash my face with cold water, I drink some water, all that fun stuff. Well, it's not fun stuff, but you get the point, to like kind of boost my energy. Or I'll do like a small stretching workout just to like move my body, because sitting does make me tired, and I think quite frankly makes a lot of people tired. You also don't want to study when you're not comfortable, so I would suggest being in comfortable clothes, but not too comfortable where you'll fall asleep in them easily. Anyways, that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and leave your comments down below for any other study tips that you think I should try, or if these study tips helped you.